maybe Dominator is lacking some sort of forward power as the clock ticks down to a judge's decision, which I think inevitably will give it to the Roses and Hypno-disc. We'll wait and see. I don't like it.
Very cagey fight, if you could call it a fight. We're going to have to go to the judges on that one. They'll be looking at style, control, damage. There wasn't much aggression. While they're making up their minds, let's look at those highlights.
Thing is, it was settled early on, wasn't it? The aggression was by Hypno-disc early in the fight, and once they gouged the side of Dominator 2, they've clearly thought they've won it there and stood off. Highlights from now on in were rare. For me, it has to be Hypno-disc in the cagey, canny war of attrition.
Well, the judges have made their decision, and they do want me to pass on their opinion that it was the most boring fight in the history of Robot Wars. And the audience, as you can hear, agree with me. But based on the 4 criteria, they've gone for Hypno-disc! I know it's a spectacle. I know it's not just a spectacle, shall I say. I know tactics are involved. What was going through your head there?
Well, we came here to fight, and they didn't want to fight.
Well, well, what happened is they got. See, you can look at it from their point of view. I mean, they get in, bang, they hit you. They obviously want to, go on and win it. Your axe could do some serious damage to them. That you could just go straight through that disc and stop it spinning. So once they'd had the first knock on, it was up to you then. It was up to you then to go and get them. But you didn't. You kept waiting for them to come in at you, and they'd already scored the point.
Yeah, it was good tactics, but boring.
Yeah, and you'd lost driving one wheel, hadn't you?
We did.
Yeah. You told me you were going to go all the way.
Well, I thought I was going to, didn't I?
Yeah, well, you can't if you just hold back, can you?
No, it's one of those things. It was a good fight, it's good fun, it's been great being here, made some good friends. We'll be back, definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, we know you'll be back, and you'll be better. Can we hear it for Dominator 2? Controversial tactics. I understand why you did it.
Yeah, it's to make the next round, really. We didn't want to put ourselves in the position where we took a lot of damage.
Yeah.
We thought we'd done enough. We took that. We got in there first and got a really good blow in.
Yeah, ripped the sides to shreds.
And their axe could have come down on us and done some serious damage and compromised our chances on the next round. It was simple as that.
I know it's a competition, I know it's not just a spectacle, but you heard the way the audience reacted.
I can understand that, but we get criticised for doing too much damage, we get criticised for doing not enough damage. It's a really difficult balance.
Yeah.
And we want to be in the next round, or the grand final,
yeah.
and we didn't want to do anything that would compromise that. We really want to be there, and unfortunately that's the result.
In the grand final, you're not going to let me down, are you?
No, we're not going to hold back. You watch.
I want carnage.
There's going to be carnage.
I want destruction.
There's going to be destruction.
I want mayhem.
There's going to be mayhem.
Spin to win, Hypno-disc!
You may not like their tactics, they don't mind. They're through to the grand final. Unlucky Dominator 2. Next up, Pussycat and Firestorm 3.
They may be scarred and battle-worn, but they still want more. And so do we. More carnage, please. Look, there's a little example of the scarring. And no, it's not going to have any effect. It's cosmetic only. How are you feeling about the opposition?
Should be all right. We've seen the fight before, and obviously the disc can do a lot of damage. But we've been up against Hypno-disc and we're still working, so...
And you're in the best shape you've ever been in, you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, we found out what the problem we had in the last fight. We found out what that was, so it was mechanical this time, not electrical. So a bit of weld got that sorted.
Cool. At this stage, do the nerves really hit?
Yeah, very good robot, but I think they're going to be history after this round.
What will it mean to you to get through?
It's just another step on the way to go on all the way, isn't it?
Oh, I see. OK, and you can get them?
Yeah.
And you can get them?
Probably.
Oh, well, we'll see.
So one place only remains in our grand final. Will Pussycat take that remaining place with its spinning disc, or will it go to Firestorm 3 with the Phillipa? We've seen that the Phillipa is working again. Not at its maximum potential, though, I think. Refbot checks out the arena floor. In the control booths, we have the Pussycat Boys, Alan and David Gribble, Robert Bettington, and the Firestorm machine, Graham Bone, Alex Mordew and Hazel Heslop, Graham's girlfriend. We have Shunt in there as well, with the Diamond Edge axe and the scoop. And alongside him for the house robot, Sergeant Bash with the flamethrower and the pincers.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Blade against Phillipa. Pussycat, rocking and rolling, won't mind that, crashes down, can run either side up. Hasn't got a screamer because of the way it's built, it's designed to crash around, topsy-turvy style. Firestorm driving Pussycat onto the arena, side wall, the angle grinder in there. The sparks flying again. Through and across the torch pit goes Pussycat towards the pit release button. Firestorm here is doing all the driving. At 100 kilos, it's 5 kilos heavier than Pussycat. Pussycat just the quicker machine. This is a good and sturdy battle here. Much more aggression than we saw in the previous fight. Only one survivor will go through to the grand final, and that's a good attack by Firestorm. Pussycat riding up high, but Firestorm's flipper worked. Good style at the controls of Firestorm by Graham Bone, and the judges will have noticed that. Now they come in to just push Pussycat where they want them to go on the arena. Maybe towards the pit release button. Yes, they've slammed them onto the pit release button because Firestorm believe now they've got the upper hand. They've seen the tactic, get in underneath that high ground clearance of 10 centimetres, wedge them up high and carry them to the pit or to the CPZ, where Shunt comes in with a Diamond Edge blade. Pussycat away. But will previous victories in this series against the executioner, Claude Hopper, Fluffy and Panic Attack mean nothing? Will Pussycat fall at this stage? Because for me, Firestorm are well on top. They reached the semi-finals of Series 4. They were defeated by Dominator 2. But for me, Firestorm are heading through here if they can get away from Shunt. They came dangerously close to the CPZ. Oh no, what's happened to Firestorm? For a minute I thought they were immobilised. They've stopped, they haven't. They've got control again. They've turned. Late onslaught here by Pussycat. For me it's come too late, too little too late. The clock is counting down to a judge's decision. Firestorm, had it gone on longer, might have been in peril. I think they've done enough, judges. What about you? Firestorm in underneath Pussycat, thrown up in the air, doing all the chasing Firestorm, using the flipper well. Pussycat never got the blade working here to effect. Firestorm didn't take damage, but kept coming. That's where Pussycat took damage. Firestorm must be ahead by this stage, I would have thought.
Well, the judges have made their decision, and you know what they're looking at. You probably dream about it. Style, control, damage, and aggression. The number 2 seeds have gone. They've gone for Firestorm! Whoa! A unanimous decision. How do you feel about that? You're shocked.
Speechless.
Speechless.
Relieved, actually, because there's too many better robots out there.
Yeah, there's some big bad ones now. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, ranked number 2 in the UK, well, they're out, they're Pussycat! Hey! It's a bit of a fairy tale, really, because you came through the losers' melee.
We did, yeah.
And now you've just taken out the robot that was ranked number 2 in the UK. How do you feel about that?
Very good, yeah.
He did sound a note of caution. I mean, you know who you're in with now.
Yeah, I mean, we could go up against Hypno-disc again.
Would you like to go up against Hypno-disc again?
It would be nice, yeah, because we really didn't have a good fight the last time round, because our link came out. Yeah. So we didn't really have a battle. It was over right at the start.
But don't you fear for your robot? I mean, this has taken hours and hours to build. I mean, isn't it like a trusted and loved pet?
It was when it came, yeah.
It's a bit battered now.
A little bit battered now, but it's done us proud. So whatever happens off now, it doesn't really matter.
It certainly has, mate. You're in the grand final.
Thank you.
Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, please go ballistic. These guys are brilliant. Firestorm! Well, another robot that everyone adores has made the final of Robot Wars. Bye-bye.